It's really old, and I just pulled it out, and I thought it might sound really cool. So please excuse me, because this is a couple years old. I'm not going to tell you the name of it, so then I'll give it away. We sat around the fire, talked politics, the State of the Union. I called you a sheep, being fattened for the bull. You called me an out-of-touch dreamer. You told me I was wasting my time caring about people. People have to learn to fend for themselves. I called you a sheep. Follow one, a sheep being fat. No, wait, see, I don't even make any sense. We drank wine from the local winery, feasted on venison from last year's hunt. So this is what it's like this is what it's like. The rays of moonlight dances with the flames of fire across the floor as we sipped the wine and talked about sheep and followers and the bear. It was cold, not the Chicago cold, but the cold that tears away at your flesh. We were drunk with passion, getting fat checks every 2 weeks, drunk with arrogance of our station, but blind to final outcome, never stopping to think of how foolish these aspirations were. You believed in the right. I called you a sheep, being fattened for the bull. You know what? Never mind. It's just all over the place. I don't even know. Okay, you believed in the right. I called you a sheep, being fattened for the bull. We would make a bet that night. Who would be the wealthiest by the millennium? We sat, smashing pumpkins, playing on the TV. We are all sheep wanting to grab onto something to make us feel safe. And there it was, a tiny light on a black screen, growing exponentially, then shrinking and growing and shrinking and growing, down to a pin side. There were no words, no music, just light, expanding, contracting, expanding, contracting. The universe, born and reborn. Was this a Morse code? Was this a pattern? We watched, we stared, we wondered with anticipation what was the next message, so we watched, thought about the meaning for life. Were the aliens controlling our brain, or the Republicans practicing mind control? Yeah. We watched and skied that weekend, exchanging barbs across frozen ground, the only heat coming from our mouths. Endorphins kicked in, and then it changed. Expanding, contracting, expanding, contracting, like the universe. We are coming. Who's coming? I thought, we are coming. We are coming. I watched the screen like a sheep. What's next? And then it came. The Sci-Fi Channel coming to you soon. I think I'm missing the button. I gotta work on that one. I just thought it sounded like it'd be really fun to play with.
And here I thought you were talking about that little dot.
Well, it is. Because does anybody remember how long when the Sci-Fi Channel started? I was actually up in Hanover, and there was a blip, and a blip, and no, it wasn't the Outer Loops, it was the Sci-Fi Channel, and for days it was just a blip, and then the blip would get bigger and bigger, and then it would say, we're coming, and then I'd go home and I'd check, we're coming, and all of a sudden, like a month before, it said, Sci-Fi Channel, coming to the station. Yeah, so, okay, this is called I Hate You for Dying. I hate you for dying, for granting me this one-way ticket into your life. You opened me up, poured your soul into mine, your words wrapped around my heart like swaddling cloth. I'm safe inside your meaning, a cold gray heart now crimson pulsating. But you are married to death, blood-weary from constant battle. This pet of yours shows no mercy, so hungry to swallow you whole, draining hope in white blood cells. Your body will soon be food for earthworms, obsolete bones, crushed to dust. I want to infuse you with my light, my energy, give you back the gift of yourself. But the beast is a jealous mistress. She offers no reprieve. Chains grow tighter and tighter inside this prison of decaying flesh until spirit finally suffocates. I wish I had met you back then. I wish. But the clock always moves forward. Tick, tick. Tick, time stands still but never stops. Each moment brings you closer to the darkness of earth. A fossilized image forever imprinted on my soul. Okay, this is called Indigo Sky. Like you're talking there, one of the things we do is we collaborate with people from around the world, and I have the opportunity to collaborate with Oz Hardwick, who is a professor and an author and a poet and a musician in England. And so this is called Indigo Sky. Night. I cannot sleep. As heavy velvet unrolls across the city, deep purple blankets the air, muffles the shapes of a million dreams and regrets. Tiny diamond stud charcoal clouds, and I wonder, will it be this way on the other side? When I rest my head on the yielding clouds, peel back a tiny corner, unpick a seam of memory, while I look down and see the sun, or the moon, or just the rise and fall of softly breathing streets, my footprints tangling in their forgetful night. Somewhere beyond the yawning buildings, the quiet of light plays its gentle melody. Fleeting fancies dance across the pre-dawn sky, and mine are the only ones to see. And the night sleeps, and I am content.
I love that.